everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 241 Granny Square of our 365 days of Granny Squares. I am out of the hospital and feeling so much better. I am moving though at a snail's pace, haha. So I'm actually named this square Snail's Pace because I'm moving quite slowly lately, but moving forward from here on out, so that is why I decided to make this snail square today. You can find the written pattern on my website, and that link is in the description of this video. Also, before we start making this beautiful square, I do want to mention a few things. The supplies, first of all, I'm going to demonstrate this in an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters, and I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So you can use any worsted weight yarn that you have available. This is just a scrap amount. I don't have exact yardage on this, but this square turned out, let's measure this real quick, turned out to be about 6.5 inches, or 6 inches or so. Yeah, a little over 6 inches, which is about 16 centimeters. So if you want to though, you can repeat round 5 and make yours bigger if you want, or whatever, but we are ending on round 6 today, and it's worked up pretty fast. It did not go at a snail's pace, haha, but we are definitely working up this pattern using bullion stitches, so that's a lot of fun. I know some of you might not like those, but don't worry, it's not very much and we will get through it. Also, you're going to need a scissor and a yarn needle because we do change color very frequently, and you just want those tools. They come in handy when you want to sew in your ends and cut your yarn. Also, I have to mention there are other links in the description of this video. So there's a link to the written pattern, like I said, that will be on yarnutopia.com. There's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to like my page on Facebook and share your photo of your square today in the comment section of today's post. And then also on Instagram, make sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your work. And also you can Snapchat me. I love seeing your Snapchats. And one last thing, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and give him a shout out, and you'll get that update on when he posts our next video. So let's get started and make number 241 Granny Square. Alright, we want to start out with our first color, and we are going to make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold that down and then pull it through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. So to start off, let's chain 4. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to come all the way to the beginning chain right here and make a slip stitch to form a ring. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and there we formed a ring. Now, I would recommend doing it this way and not doing the magic ring, only because we're going to be changing color in round 1 already. So what we need to do is chain up 1, and then we're going to put 2 single crochets into this ring here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's a single crochet. So again, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we are going to make a single crochet, but we're going to change color. So we're going to go into the ring, then yarn over and pull it through, but hold it. We're going to drop this old color and pick up a new color, hook that on the hook, and then pull that through to finish off that single crochet. And now with this new color, we are going to make 3 single crochets into the ring. So go into the ring, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's 1. Again, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And one more time, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and there's round 1. Now we're going to work in a continuous round, so I'm not even going to slip stitch or anything. We're just going to go right into round 2, and what we have to do is put a half double crochet, or actually 2 half double crochets into the first single crochet here. So ignore this chain up 1 right here. We're going to yarn over and go into the first single crochet stitch right here. Okay, then yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, and again, yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, so we put 2 half double crochets in there. Now we have to put, in the next 2 stitches, we're going to put a bullion stitch that's going to wrap around 3 times, or I'm sorry, twice. So kind of like a treble crochet, how we wrap our yarn twice around our hook, looking like there's 3 loops on the hook right now. We're going to go into the next stitch, then yarn over, pull through. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Okay, just like that. And that is a bullion 3. Okay, that's what in the written pattern it's called a B3, okay? And we have to do another one of those in that same stitch. So wrap twice, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, just like that. And we have to do the same thing in the next stitch. So yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook. And again, all 4 loops, just like that. Okay, now we are going to drop this color, so just pick this up like this, drop your color and pick up the new, or your old color, sorry, back here. Okay, and you can go into this stitch that we just worked in, we can go in there and hook that on the hook from the back and pull it through and then chain up 1, just like that. Okay, now we are going to put 2 single crochets into this next stitch, so go into this next stitch right here. Okay, so we're keeping this attached here just off to the side, and we'll be working in that in a little bit. But put 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 and 2, then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch, then 1 single crochet in the next stitch, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then again we're going to put 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next. Oops. There we go. Now in this stitch that we dropped our hook, there's 1 stitch left here. We are going to put 2 single crochets in there. So 1 and 2. Now I'm going to pull up this loop and remove my hook. I'm going to put my hook back into this loop from the other color, just like that. And now we're going to work on these stitches here. So what we have to do now, this is counted as round 3 here. So we are going to put 2 B4s, so bullions wrapping around 3 times here. And we are going to put 2 of them in each of the next 14 stitches. So wrap your yarn 3 times around your hook. Go into the next stitch right here, so not this chain up 1, but actually into the single crochet right here. Go in, yarn over, pull through, so now you have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops. Okay, just like that. And again, yarn over 3 times, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on your hook. Just like that. And we're going to do that for the next, I think I said 14 stitches. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yep, 14. So all of these stitches that are in off-white here, we're going to put 2 of each of these stitches, these bullion 4s, okay, so the B4 in the pattern. So you just wrap your yarn 3 times. So it looks like there's 4 loops on your hook. Then you're going to go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. Okay, that is, and we're putting 2 of them in each stitch all the way around. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll meet you up when I'm on my last stitch on this row, which will be right here where we dropped our old color. Okay, I'll meet you up when I get all the way over here, and then we'll go on to the next step together. Alright, I'm putting just my last 2 bullion stitches in this last stitch here. So just like that, okay? And that's where we dropped our stitch from the previous color. So now what we want to do is actually fasten off here with this color that we were making our bullion stitches in. Okay, we're going to fasten this off. So I'm just going to chain 1 and then cut this. Okay, and then pull it all the way through and pull tight, and then we'll sew that in later. And now we want to hook our hook onto this loop here from the previous color, or color A, and now we're going to work with that and make the body of our snail. So what we need to do is half double crochet in each of the next 21 stitches here. So half double crochet is yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. So 1, next stitch, 2, next stitch, 3, next is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Alright, at this point we are going to make the tail, so we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to work along this chain here, and I'm going to work in these back ridges here. You see this back ridge here, here, and here? We're just going to make 3 stitches along this chain, and then we're working 1 stitch around this half double crochet. So we're going to slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, so the loop on the hook doesn't count, so count 1 and 2, the second chain from the hook. We're going to go in with a slip stitch, so go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Then we're going to single crochet into the next chain right here. So go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. And then in this next chain, we are going to put a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into this next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Then we want to put a half double crochet around the post of this half double crochet stitch right here. So yarn over, go on this side of the post around it, just like this, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, just like that. Okay, so we've made the tail. Now we can continue working along here. We're going to put a half double crochet in the rest of the stitches. It should be 7 stitches, so let's count. Yarn over, go into the next stitch here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So that's 1, next stitch 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, and yep, last stitch is 7. Alright, now we need to work down here and we're going to make a long double crochet. So in the next 4 stitches we are going to put a long double crochet. So a long double crochet is yarn over, go down into this next stitch right here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then pull up as high as this bullion stitch right here. So pull up just like that, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's a long double crochet. And we had to do 4 of those. So that was 1. So yarn over once, go into the next stitch over here, yarn over, pull through, pull up, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, again, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more in the next stitch. Okay, just like that. Awesome. All right, now we are going to, let's see here, chain 3. So yarn, oh, let me see here. Yeah, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. So right down here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, and now we're going to chain 6. So yarn over and pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to turn my work around and I'm going to work along this chain here, and I'm going to work in these back ridges just like this. Okay, so what we're going to do is put a, starting in the 3rd chain from the hook, so yarn over, go into the 3rd chain, so this doesn't count, so count 1, 2, and 3. The 3rd chain, yarn over and go into there. We're making a double crochet 4 together. So go into the 3rd chain, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, but hold it, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, hold it. We're going to do that again, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, one more time, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 5 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops, just like that. Then we're going to slip stitch to the top of this chain 3 here. 1, 2, 3, right over here. Just go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, now if you want to, you can turn this around and see that that looks like our head of our snail. Cute. So now we're going to fasten off, okay? Because regardless if you're changing color or not, just chain 1, cut this yarn, pull it through, pull tight, and there is your snail. How cute is that? So, I mean, you could, you know, have this as an applique to something on a blanket or whatever, but I'm going to make this into a square, so let me grab a new color for the background and we'll make the square next. Alright, looking at your snail like this, we want to make it into a square. We are going to start in the 2nd stitch above the tail here. Okay, so you can see if we're looking at our tail, there's 1 stitch here and the next stitch over on the right side of it. We're going to start in that stitch right there. Okay, and then we're going to pick up our new color, hook that on the hook and pull it through, and then chain up 3. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, and 3, and that counts as our first double crochet of this round. And now we have to put a double crochet in that same stitch. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, now we need to double crochet into the next stitch. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we are going to put a double crochet into this half double crochet that's worked around this stitch here. Okay, so you can see that on the tail right there. So we're going to yarn over, go into that stitch. Okay, you can kind of fold the tail forward. Then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And then we're going to double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, to make our corner, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to double crochet into that same stitch, just like that. Then we're going to double crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then the next stitch gets our corner. So we're going to put a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet in that same stitch. Now in these next 3 stitches we're going to actually put a double crochet in this next stitch, then we're going to put a half double crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to put a single crochet in this next stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, And then we're going to come on this side of the head here, right in this stitch, we're going to put a double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to put a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now we're going to make our corner, so chain 2, 1, 2, and put a double crochet back into that same stitch. Just like that. Now we're going to double crochet into the next 7 stitches. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now the next stitch gets our corner, so we're going to put a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet in there. And then we're just going to double crochet in each of these last 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, right at the top. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then you can see here, you kind of have to like stretch this out a little bit, but there is our square shape. So now we're going to go on to the next round. I'm not even going to change color, so I'm just going to continue on from here. We're just going to do the basic double crochet round for rounds 5 and 6 of the pattern. So chain up 3, then double crochet into each stitch all the way around, and in the corner chain 2 spaces we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So you can see I double crocheted in each of these stitches, and in this corner I'm putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. But I do want to show you, because there is a chain 1 space by the head, so I want to make sure that you know what to do around that. So let's just continue on with me here. I'm just double crocheting into each stitch on this side, and then I'll get to around the head here. Let me see how many stitches are on my side. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there should be 9 stitches on the side until you get to the corner, and in the corners we're putting 2 double crochet, then chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. Okay, now I'm on the side where my head is, and there was a chain 1 space behind the head. We're going to put a double crochet in there. So double crochet in these first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then double crochet into this chain 1 space behind the head, and then double crochet into the last 4 stitches on this side. Then make your corner in the next corner, and then finish your last side and the last corner, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round. We'll go on to the next round together. Alright, finishing round 5, we want to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 right here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And now going on to round 6 is a repeat of round 5, so chain up 3, and then just double crochet into each stitch all the way around, and in the corners put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So this is just a basic solid granny square stitch round. And then at the end of round 6, I'm going to fasten off. You can go on to making repeats of round 5 to make this as big as you want it to be, but when you're done with your square, I'll meet you up, we'll fasten off together, and then I'll show you how to make the little feelers, or like the little antennas for the snail head. Alright, I'm just making my last stitch here on the square. We just have to slip stitch to the chain up 3 right here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And like I said, you could go on to making more rounds if you want, but I'm going to fasten off my square now. So chain 1, cut that, pull it through, pull tight. I'll sew in my end in a little bit, but we're going to make little like antenna things or feelers on our snail. So grab the same color as your snail, and I'm going to set my square aside. We're going to make a slip knot just like I showed you in the beginning of this video, And then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then slip stitch in the third chain from the hook. So right in this first chain here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And then we're going to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then we're going to slip stitch in the third chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, right into this chain, go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And now we're going to fasten off. So chain 1, cut your yarn kind of long because we'll use that for sewing, and then pull that all the way through and pull tight. And you can kind of shape these little things on the end here. Okay, and then we're going to bring in our square. We're going to kind of bend this in half like this and put it behind the head, kind of position it where you want it to be, kind of like that. Okay, grab your yarn needle and we'll get to sewing. So we're just going to sew this on behind the head, just going back and forth into our square and then out the other side. And you can also sew through the head to pin the head down. Okay, but you want to use the same color of yarn that you used in your head for the snail. Okay, and then I'm going to take this end and sew in this end. Okay, so you can see I'm just sewing it back and forth through my square. This can get a little tedious. You could omit this part and not have any feelers on the top, but most snails that I've seen have these little feelers, or these little antennas, I guess. I don't really know what they're called. I might have to Google that. There we go. And then I'm just going to sew this to the head. Okay, and you can decide if you want to also sew down the tail. You can pin that down too, but I'm just gonna fasten off here, make sure that your thing looks good, shape it. You can manipulate it however you need to, and then turn this over. I'm gonna tie these 2 stragglers in a knot, and then I'll sew those in. So grab that yarn needle again, and then sew in all your loose ends. And there you have it. Number 241 granny square. Complete and just beautiful. Okay, so I'm just sewing in those ends right there. How fun! Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Alright, I'll just sew in this end too. Make sure you sew in your ends as you go so that you don't have to do it at the end of your big project, whatever you're making. Actually, the snail square might look good with the dragonfly square. Make a whole bug blanket or something. That'd be cute for a little child who loves bugs. So there it is, number 241 granny square. Make sure you're checking out those links in the description of this video. Link to the blog, link to the Facebook, link to the Instagram. Follow me everywhere. I want to see what colors you came up for your snail today. So share your photos on social media, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy hooking!